Zoe thought things couldn't get any darker, but the threat stalking her life suddenly took a turn that nobody in the Slater family expected. Another warning appeared, carved onto the door of the barrel store, and this one felt personal. Whoever was behind it wasn't just trying to scare her. They wanted her rattled, cornered, and looking over her shoulder. But the moment an earring was found on the floor, everything shifted. Zoe became convinced this tiny piece of jewelry belonged to the person tormenting her. While she launched into another hunt for answers, Kat and Alfie made a discovery that knocked the wind out of them. The earring was Jean's. The idea seemed impossible until it wasn't. Jean had made her feelings toward Zoe painfully clear in the past, and suddenly the pieces didn't look so far apart. The thought that she might have snapped was something Kat didn't even want to imagine, yet she couldn't shake the suspicion tightening around her. Zoe had no idea her family was quietly dissecting her every move, so Kat finally confronted Jean, hoping she could settle things before the situation spiraled. But the moment Kat hinted that Jean might be behind the threats, everything blew up. Jean's fury was instant and loud, ripping through the room as she realized her own family believed she could be capable of something so twisted. She marched straight into the Vic, ready to defend herself, and unleashed a blistering tirade that stunned the entire pub. Zoe was blindsided, not just by Jean's explosion, but by the fact that Kat and Alfie had kept the earring's truth from her. It felt like betrayal on top of fear, and the idea that Jean might be manipulating everyone only fed her anger. Even after Kat and Alfie insisted Jean wasn't stalking her, Zoe couldn't accept it. To her, Jean's outrage was nothing more than a clever performance. But the threats didn't stop. Instead, the situation took an even stranger twist. Kat and Alfie's phones, and even the Vic's landline, were hit with non-stop calls from a blocked number. It was relentless, enough to grate on them until they were ready to tear the phones from the walls. Zoe, already pushed to the edge, became convinced that Jean was escalating things. Kat and Alfie refused to believe it, but doubt was starting to find cracks everywhere. Feeling ignored and completely isolated, Zoe only had one person left who seemed willing to take her seriously: Anthony. When another vicious row with Jean exploded, Zoe walked away shaking, hurt, and desperate for someone who actually listened. She headed straight to Anthony, looking for comfort, but whatever happened behind that door is being kept deliberately hidden, and that silence only raises more questions. Then the situation veered into something even more unsettling. Another message surfaced, this time tucked inside a Christmas card left right at the pub. No warning, no explanation, just a chilling note addressed to Zoe, waiting for her like a ticking bomb. Someone wanted her scared. Someone wanted her questioning everyone around her. And whoever this stalker was, they were getting bolder and closer. The Slaters thought this nightmare had reached its limit, but the truth is they haven't even scratched the surface of what's coming next. And the person pulling the strings may be far closer than any